pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, King. Open here, Adam Thielen. 23 yards, the final tally.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Exit.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to run you over. 55.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. King. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this will be taken at the 13. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Hey, take 26.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
550 General West. Hey, take 26. Hey, high 7.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is what we always hear.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. King on 1st and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Stop your whining. Check.
2nd and 5. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
Set, hut. Touch the outlaw. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Under 10. Under 10. Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Patrick. Plant. Motion.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Get 300. Get 300. Get up.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. 88. 88. 6 guys. Check 6. Right left. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Right there. All day, baby.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Slam! 80 weapons! Jim!
Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He completes it to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's checking. He's checking. 30. Crash.
To throw is Rodgers. That one complete to Anderson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, come on, come on. Box it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Right left. Check.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got you. 57 to Mike. 50.
To throw is King on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's our time. It's our time. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's King. Going to throw again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On first down, it's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
61, matchbox.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the Vikings 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
54. Mike, 54.
X3, 218, chopper. Inside. We got double up, double up. Super down.
Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
6-6, pull it high. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Haywood.
Situation. Let's go.
Shoot, shoot.
Check.
Hey, Mike. Back north. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check it out, Green. Check it back. Check it back.
Undercross. Undercross.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Switch, switch.
And that would covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
King now looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, King. It's brought in by Doxson. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Back to throw. King flushed out right. He'll run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now King throwing on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first and 10.
Mike, 55.
Now a run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Cook running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the Packers' 27-yard line.
Check 55. Check 55 to Mike. Switch up, switch up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watching your five. Man. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Switch off.
King operating from the gun. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.